Gotcha. I thought Morty was her uncle. Sorry, I got
No, Morty's
confused
just a
on that.
squire.
All right. Well, trying to be as hush as possible from the square. Oh, you seem to know the name of the runes. You could go in and get the information for me.
Hey, you don't know the exact location of the runes, too. That's the whole thing.
But it's like something in her heritage, though, like common
Right,
knowledge.
yeah. So she could go look it up. So, Kate, essentially, you could go find like maps pointing towards it, but you guys are probably gonna have to look for it yourself. What do you want to do?
Essentially speaking, that this is like a nobility library. There's like probably tons of books. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. It's also an elven library, so it has a lot of books.
Okay, gotcha. I lean in towards him and I whispered, "Do you know how many books we have on runes?" "Hundreds, possibly thousands. That library is huge. It would take me almost years to look through that library all by myself. It would be a lot easier if you come with me, plus you know more of what you're looking for than I do."
Do you trust the squire?
You would know him, Kate. Not saying like you two grew up together, but you know him as essentially a very faithful elf. He's very young still. He still makes some mistakes, but he's very noble.
Yes, I've known him for quite a long time. Why?
Play along. Well, we best be getting going, if you would escort me, dear squire.
As you guys say that, you see, like I said, you see Quill's father kind of motion Oscar towards the group as he sees he returns to talking to a few more distinguished-looking elven men as he talks to him.
Of course, follow me.
With a
And I
grunt,
start to
Oscar
wander off.
follows the group.
I follow as well, wondering what the heck is going to happen.
So as you guys begin to, you see kind of him escort out of the city. As you guys begin to leave the lush things, you begin to see the rain begins to drip through the canopy as you guys kind of walk through. As you begin walking in there, you see a few hunting elves returning with some looks to be wild boar and stuff like that, and these very large things that kind of nod towards you guys as they walk in, and they kind of double take it, drip, but they stare at Cicero for a little bit as they walk by. As you guys continue down the path for a little bit more, you notice the trees begin to rain, and you feel the birds again, and the forest kind of takes over again.
Before we get completely out of town,
Yep.
I turned to the squire. Oh, well, before I head off, I was, hoping to gain a little bit more information about this rune.
What
Perhaps
rune?
I could stop by the library just real quick.
I don't think that'd be allowed.
Oi! I haven't been able to drink yet. You gonna keep me waiting? Get your ass moving, Lager.
Well, you see here, I can make it worth your while. Maybe something great and valuable in that rune.
Let me try this one more time. You get your arse moving, or I shove my boot up it. You capiche?
You will roll a wisdom save now, Mr. Cicero. he's trying to intimidate you, but you're not intimidated by him. You see nastier things threaten you. So again, you just remain emotionless.
You see, in this rune, I also hear that there is a horn that, when wielded by a dwarf and poured, it will pour immense and infinite amounts of ale. More than you can believe.
Roll your deception. Yeah. Drip, roll a history check. You have heard stories of horns that do pour infinite things, but why the fuck would it be out here in the middle of elven territory?
Why in the rutty hell would the elves have one of our artifacts? No. Get moving. We're not making pit stops.
I don't know, but wouldn't you want to find out?
It is tempting, Drip. It is very tempting. I need you to roll a wisdom, though. Drip, like I said, it is very tempting. Because it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go back, you're gonna be stuck in a party, you're gonna be literally like, everyone's like, look at him, he's a dwarven sorcerer, he has dragon blood in him, you're gonna be sitting there with these stuck-up elves in this area for God knows how long, and then when these fucking other wizard things come from the other dimension, they're gonna be probably stuck up your ass too, and then you're just gonna be stuck there for 3 days with all these fucking nobles, and you're probably not even gonna drink that much, because everyone's just gonna be blah. This sounds a lot more thrilling than sitting around on your ass.
Think about it. You could be the life of the party.
Or I could be
I really
drunk for
don't
most of
think-
the party.
I don't think that's a good idea. We should leave.
Ah, shut it, pointy ear. You're a buzzkill anyway. Let's find this whore.
You kind of sit there for a Morty. Your character, like I said, is still a little young as you kind of like sit there for a minute, kind of going like, I'm more here just to protect Quilla kind of thing, so I guess if he just gets his thing and leaves, the quicker the better, essentially.
Fine, let's get this over and done with.
I need you all to roll a nature check. Disadvantage on Drip, though. Wow, the critical hit. The critical fail from Kate. As you all kind of sit there for a minute. Oh, wait, where's Drip? Drip, you need a roll. I made sure.
I did roll. I got a 10.
You didn't roll. Severell rolled.
Oh, it's at the top. It is at the top. It's above. It's above.
Yeah, he rolled before I
Ah.
Yeah. So as you kind of sit there, like you said, you're not familiar with it. Kate, as you kind of look around, you're more just like, wow, I'm outside. You kind of get, confusing, and you start kind of confusing a few other people with Morty and stuff like that. Before Cicero, your instincts kind of kick in. Whatever this gift is that you have, kind of things. You sit there and see the trees kind of wind. You see where the trees are a little bit more thin before you finally come across what looks to be almost like kind of similar to a good idea, like a real world thing. It looks like an old abandoned, like Machu Picchu kind of thing. Old stone buildings out of the ground, no roofs and stuff like that, overgrown trees and stuff like that. And as you kind of glance around, you notice that these aren't elven structures, Philip. You too, Marty. These aren't elven. This is human. It's abandoned, but as you guys glance around, you notice that there's this kind of a large, like, burrow, almost, in the center of town with a big stone gate in front of it and a bunch of plants growing around it. Like, so the town seems to be abandoned from all of it, so.
This isn't Elven.
Well, if this doesn't pique your curiosities, I don't know what will.
Wait. Now hold on. You said that this didn't pique anyone's curiosity.
Like I said,
I'm wondering why this isn't why this is here. If this is an elven, what exactly is it?
If you
More
all like
shite?
if you like to roll an investigation, if you want to kind of look at the ruins a little bit more, you can.
You mean insight?
No, investigation.
Oh, wow.
Cicero, like I said, you kind of glance around at the ruins and, they're human. More to you, too. However, Quillith, as you look at these ruins a little bit more, you do remember reading in the books and the way these buildings are built. These aren't just any human settlements. This is Netherese. Very primitive, but you can see the stonework is cut almost to be like metal. As you can see, like, there is some very rusted bronze plate underneath the moss, holding most of the stone together. As you see that this was expertly forged, this crafted metal. So, mind you, it's been a very long time, but as you guys glance around, you notice this is a very ancient race of humans that are the Netherese, the ones who fought the gods. But why are they here in Cormyr? They didn't touch Cormyr. And like I said, and the cool thing is, I say the cool thing about D&D is, you can keep that to yourself, or you can share it with your party members.
I decide to share this information with the human.
Do it in character and explain what I explained. What I explained to you through your words, Dan.
I was just about to do that as well.
As you both sit there for a minute, as you guys are kind of like seeing, you feel a very strong magical like aura around here. More so, Cicero, you smell it, where Oscar, you can feel it. You can feel this like magical aura, almost like a thick mist floating around you. Not like it's heavy and thick, but it's there, it's lingering, like something was here, kind of thing. But as you do it, you notice you hear a snap of a nearby branch, not too far off, which sounds very loud as you hear something kind of like thud. Not too far away, but on the outskirts of the village.
I ready my bow and I point it in the direction of the snapping branch.
Morty, you can see what looks to be a... Where are you, Fiona?
I put myself right here. There's Morty's other dude.
Oh yeah, there he is, yeah.
You
see
move, Morty.
You see what looks to be a darker skinned elf, not a drow, but a faint purplish hue to it, kind of laying on a tree, like she was spying on you and fell from the tree. The branch wasn't sturdy enough.
I draw my sword, point it at her, and shout, "Identify yourself."
I remain quiet.
I shout it again, louder.
She still remains quiet.
Oh, forget this nonsense.
In that case, I charge forward, sword drawn. And when I'm here, I once again loudly shout at her, "Identify yourself."
Alright, Matt, real quick,
Alright,
how would
what do you
I...
do? Oh,
How would
what do
I...
you want to do now?
I'm casting Chromatic Orb. I'm still trying to figure out how to set up the,
Okay, so let me do this real quick for you. I apologize. Where
Why
are
does
you?
it matter to